Ladies and gentlemen, 4 years ago, I met someone who changed the course of my life. But what if I had never started that conversation? When I just enrolled in academic lyceum, I met the guy who became my close friend. We started collaborating with each other. So we established several academic and social clubs together. What we also did, we started our application to foreign universities. But there is one important thing I'm thankful for. He gave me, is this, connections. I know all these people just because of him. And I started wondering, how does that work? Well, we don't usually recognize the most important moments of our life when they happen. It's only when we look back and we realize one single decision, one single interaction can change your whole life. And that's what butterfly effect and power of connections are all about. While this phenomenon is happening, the history is filled with different stories of people whose life changed, took a completely different direction. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He was occasionally introduced to Steve Wozniak, the great engineer. At the time they were introduced to each other, they were not planning to build a global tech empire. They were just two guys chilling. They were sitting, building computers for fun in a garage. But that connection, that work, and established the foundation for an Apple. And you know the rest of the story, don't you? In my case, if I didn't attend that one Model United Nations conference that was told by my friend, I wouldn't meet all those amazing people who now shape my career. And that's right, because today we have many projects to do, we have many things to work on, and that's amazing. We support each other. Now, the most important thing, and I would say the most interesting one, is that this whole phenomenon, when you meet a person through a different ones, is not about luck, and it is not about fate. Science can actually prove it. There is American sociologist Mark Granovetter who developed the concept which is called the strengths of weak ties. There was a lot of research and deep analysis on this concept. And what it proves to us is that people get new jobs, new opportunities, life-changing introductions through people we barely know, rather than our close friends. Because people that we barely know, our acquaintances, they open us to a new network. So if science can actually prove it, how do we make this kind of life-changing moments happen more often? There is one simple step that you can do today, and you should do it today. Number one thing I believe in myself is saying yes more often. Say yes when someone invites you anywhere, whether it's a hangout, whether it's a meeting, event. Say yes to any friendly interaction. If anyone asks you to do a favor, say yes. Of course, if you can do it. Because when you say yes to people, you open yourself to a world of new connection. And people start see someone who is kind and helpful. So this one single yes can actually change the whole future and can play the big role. Now, let's ask ourselves a question. If one single moment can change it, and if we can create more of these single moments of conversations, connections, what's stopping us from starting them today? Now think of one person who you met recently, maybe today, whom you had great conversation with, but never followed up. Think of one. Send them a message today. Talk to them. Continue talking. Follow up on the small talk. And see what happens. Because I'm 100% sure that next life-changing opportunity is already waiting for you. Thanks.